So here we are, everyone. We've shown you the different steps of woofability so far. We've shown you the preparation, the setup. We've shown you mixing the dry ingredients and the wets. We've shown you how we get it all packaged up and put it in the freezer, and then we put it in the fridge to thaw. We showed you how we roll it out, and we use the cookie cutter shapes to cut the bones, like this shape. These are the bigger ones. Remember, there's two sizes of dog biscuits, the small ones and the big ones, for smaller dogs and bigger dogs. So this, basically, after we left off the last time, it was the final step of pulling the biscuits out of the oven. You guys saw your friend Ben helping Lori with that. Well, this is the absolute final phase for the in-class process, where we have a guided template, large biscuits for Woof, and it makes it really easy for anyone to just take the biscuits that have been baked, that have been cooled overnight, that have been cooled for even another day, because we don't usually package them right away. We want them to cool and let the air get to them. Leanne, what is the main reason why you can't really package a biscuit after it comes out of the oven?
Oh, well, they need to cool off so they don't get sweaty in the bag.
But sometimes Lori likes to leave them out for another day or so before we package them.
They harden off. They just get nice and dry. And
okay, so you want them to maybe dry out a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So we fit, as you can see on this, there's 25 total places, and so there's 25 biscuits in the large biscuit bag. And so the students help with the process, even putting the labels on the bag and even the artwork. So this was drawn by one of our students, guys, Ben Bishop. He made this. You saw him the other day rolling the dough and cutting the biscuits. So this package of biscuits was handmade by Ben. Honestly, you saw it happen, so you know it's what we do. All the other students help out with the process, and Dalton's doing this phase. Good job, Dalton.
Good job, bud.
And so if they're broken or they're not all the way together, we set them aside. We don't want to have broken biscuits in the bag if we can avoid it. And if there's a bunch of busted ones, we'll usually... Oh, what's that, Leanne?
If they're a little dark or thin, sometimes we will just go ahead and...
Yep, if it doesn't look like it could really stand a couple of other biscuits on top of it in a bag, why, it's going to be sectioned out. And those are the ones that we tend to take home to our dogs.
Yeah.
Or students get to feed their dogs and things like that. We take the leftovers and sell the main product to our customers. But it's all the same ingredients, so the dogs don't know the difference. It's just the human consumer. All right, now you'll see the packaging process.
Hold it and just put them in.
Yeah, Dalton, it's been about 6 months or so since Dalton's been here to help with this type of job. We just got done playing basketball outside, and both of us have glasses that are fogging up. So as you can see, Dalton has his on his head so he can still see what he's doing. And you see me. I don't know if you can see me, but can you see me, Leanne, in the frame?
Yeah.
My glasses are on my shirt because we're all sweaty. So we got our exercise, so that was good. These are what the cupcakes look like after they came out of the oven. They're still cooling. We want to let them cool a little bit longer before we finish the decorations. We have the frosting, the toppings, all this wonderful stuff here for that. And I think Dalton will have time to package probably 2 bags today, Leanne, if there's enough really solid biscuits to do that.
Yeah.
And so that'll be great. So you all get the general idea of this, and Dalton is very good, and he hasn't forgotten anything. So thank you, Dalton, for being such a good worker, and thank you for helping with the biscuits. All right, you all, so you've now seen the whole process. The final step is delivering to the stores, really, and making sure they're displayed nicely for people to buy. However, with COVID-19, we're unable to do that. So what we'll do is we'll save them, and maybe one staff member, probably Lori Rockline herself, will make the deliveries herself personally, so we don't risk any spread of germs. And again, when you bake things and you cook them in the oven, you kill any type of germ on them. And when you got a guy like Dalton who washes his hands 2 or 3 times before even packaging, you know there's not going to be any germs on these things. So, you know what? We're keeping it safe, and the dogs are going to love these if you choose to buy them. It's only about $5 a bag. If you see them at the store, you know by that little bag, a little Woofability biscuit bag that looks just like the one Dalton's using. Well, the money that you spend on that goes right back to guys like Dalton to help with our supplies and to give my students, who are all adults, a paycheck. It's one of our jobs that we get paid on, and it's one of the few jobs we can still do right now. We're going to maximize our efforts always. I'm grateful for my hardworking class. All right, Dalton, great work today. Thank you. You want to show them?
Nice job, buddy.
Show it up to the camera here. Let's see what it looks like. Wow, there it is, a full package. Now we got a cheddar beef, a new flavor, hand-drawn art by another student of ours, Ben. And on the back side, there's the ingredients. If you're ever curious what's in these biscuits, you have all the ingredients on the back. Oh, my camera was the backwards way, sorry. And then, it's kind of blurry, but yeah, you get the idea. That's what Woofability is about, the workability program, goals, and then, of course, your ingredients to your biscuits. Thank you, Leanne. You know what? Thank you, Dalton. Boy, Leanne didn't have to do too much here. Dalton, you did it all, man. Great work. Ooh, let's see who drew this picture, just real quick before you get started. We have pictures from the past, too. This was drawn by Emily. I have not met Emily. She might be a student in a different class, but that's a lovely drawing. Thank you, Dalton.